Jen said something about doing it on a scan and cut.
Here we go.
Jen, your friend.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think we could do that?
Yeah.
It would translate easily?
Yeah.
Why don't we just do that?
Okay.
Should be that one.
But
One of those two.
I'm sending this one to Jen to do.
Oh, fun.
Good
She'll have a
morning.
great time with that. She's very excited.
Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for...
Good morning!
Whoa.
Was that just music to your ears? Do you hear my voice and you're like, I love that voice?
Yes.
When Patrick and I when we first got together, and like I would hear his voice, like, you know, because that was back. You remember back in the day, it was just on the phone. Well, because we had a long distance.
You'd grab a phone and there'd be a cord.
We had a long distance. I think I had a cordless.
That
phone.
blew my mind.
It wasn't
like
that.
That blew actually Kai and Violet's mind. We were talking about like telephones and just what it was like. And I was like, you guys realize, like, we did not have cell phones. There were no cell phones. And so...
I bet some of you guys remember the day before that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So, like, my kids are, like, totally mind-boggled by the fact that they're like, God, that'd be so weird not to have a phone. And I was like, imagine not being able to hide behind your screen. Like, in every social situation, you had to be present because there was no distraction. I mean, we've all walked past those tables with like a group of teenagers, none of them looking at each other, all of them on their phone, and they're talking through their phone. They're like texting while they're sitting at the table. So I was like talking to the kids about it, and I was like, guys, like, there weren't even cordless phones. Like, I was like, there was a phone in my house that had like a 30-foot cord, so I could get the phone into my bedroom if I wanted to have like a private conversation with a friend. And like the kids were just like, could not get their heads around that. I'm like, you guys now, like, it's no different.
What's
like,
a
you
four-phone?
A 4-party phone line, meaning
What is
they
that?
had 4 neighbors on one phone line.
Ooh, I've never even heard of that.
Oh, yeah. I used to listen in all the time on my grandma's phone.
Did you hear Michelle said she used to listen in on her grandma's phone? So if you have a 4-party phone, does that mean you can pick up and just hear?
I never had one, but I think you could hear the other conversations.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
Kravitz knew everything about what was going on in the neighborhood.
So, like whenever you watch those old movies and they talk about neighborhood busybodies and stuff like that, like sometimes there are scenes where somebody's like listening on a phone and gets caught and hangs up. They're listening to other people's conversations.
I didn't know that. Well, I would call Patrick, and his voice would, even now, I love Patrick's voice.
You're so sweet to me.
You know what else I love? I love Patrick's laugh too. Yeah. Anyhow, can you imagine? And I think about my voice, and Patrick says I have a munchkin voice.
Well, but
I don't think that's a compliment.
That's also not meant to be insulting, because every time you are on recordings a lot, and every time you hear your voice, you're like, do I really sound
I want to have like a mature,
like a smoky, sultry voice.
Yeah, instead I got this. I think somebody came and told me their husband can't stand my voice. I'm like, oh no. So I hope you like my
Who
voice.
was that? Well, don't say it on the live stream, but
yes, you had to see if anyone was on the line before you could make a call, and they could just pick up the phone and listen in on somebody else's
Is that
conversation.
back when you had to like hit the thing a couple times and somebody would pick up the switchboard operator?
We had one of those phones that looked like Parisian. You know, it had like it was
like metal in
and
between
it had, like, gold
the
on
earpiece and the.
And, you know, one of those.
It's because your parents are so fancy.
My parents are so. If you knew my parents, you'd be laughing right now at me saying my parents are so fancy because they're anti-fancy. Oh, Cora, thank you. I love your voice.
She's not always happy.
I feel. I don't think I think I got the same amount of sleep I got last night, but I feel 10 times better.
You know why? You put your phone down faster. You were barely on your phone.
You know,
She never listens to me. I'm like,
No,
you
'cause
look at blue light, and that stimulates a part of your brain that keeps you awake even when you're asleep.
So I tried to go to bed last night without doing anything, like just shutting my eyes, and my mind was like, I had 10 million things on my mind. So then I was like,
Was
okay,
your mind on your money and your money on your mind?
my mind's on my, yeah, that's exactly what happened. No. I was thinking about the kids in the store and what I had to do and all that stuff.
Last night was yesterday was crazy. I don't know what the heck happened yesterday. Like, I felt like
You mean at the store?
I mean, it was busy at the store, and it was like I didn't stop moving. I had to leave at 4, and then I went home, and then I worked at home, and then I cooked dinner, and then I went to bed. Like, there was no downtime yesterday.
Did you see what Cheryl wrote? She said her phone number started with letters instead of numbers. What's that all about? Oh, is that like, you know how the phone had the number 1 and then it was like A, B, C and then 2, D, E, like that? Was it? Were there letters on
This
phones?
is like the A1 history lesson right now.
I think that's so interesting. I didn't. Oh, did you guys see that video? There was a video, and they gave they gave 2 teenage boys. They were like 16 or something like that, a rotary phone, and they told them to try and use it and like dial a number, and they couldn't. You should have seen them try to figure it out.
Look at Karen.
It was so funny. Oh my God, and you remember it too. FA9219. Oh my God. That is, I never, my parents were immigrant, and I don't think they had phones. They didn't have phones on where they were.
So
they probably didn't have, my dad.
So do you guys remember with rotary phones, sometimes you wouldn't quite make it all the way around and it would dial the wrong number? Like, you had to go from 9
Where
all the way
your finger
around to
hit
where
that,
you
yeah.
hit the like silver piece. Like sometimes if you were dialing fast, you'd miss it.
Can you still use a rotary phone? Can you still hook that up?
I think it's tone only now.
Tone only. But they had those kids and they were like picking it up and they were trying to like push. They didn't know what to do. It was so funny. And they did it for like 5 or 10 minutes.
So I was in a house in Reno. This is years ago, but I was in a house in Reno that had like the original like switchboard phone was still in the house. And the phone line was active, and I can't remember. Remember, I went and I DJ'd a wedding. Remember that?
Did you know Patrick used to be a DJ?
So I was
so cool.
I was.
You're too cool for school.
So.
What?
So but I was in like one of the historic houses, one of the historic mansions on California. And I like walked around the corner and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like it was like one of the original like old school phones.
That would be cool to see.
And they were, I can't remember what they showed me, but like you could still get to the operator on the phone. It was still an active phone line. It was kind of cool. But I was like, you have to call through the operator.
Can you still get to an operator if you dial 0? There's an operator there?
On a phone.
I don't know about that.
So, anyways, I meant to talk to you about this before
I don't want to
this,
dial
but
it.
I think we should. Well, no.
Answers?
But like, if you dial 0 on a cell phone, it's different than dialing 0 on a hardwired phone.
Oh, okay.
It'd be the same on our
Excuse
phones
me.
here because we're voice over IP. So
How about phone booths?
there's still like a bank of
There was something in New York City that was different. They had like public phones. Remember when we went last time?
they were public cell phones. But they had them.
They were cell phones?
They were cell phones. You'd put your credit card in. They were like no wires. They were just like on a bar.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
So the I was talking to the guys, and I think the guys are feeling pretty burned out. And as you guys have heard us talk about, it's like the amount of traffic in the store has just been so eerily consistent that
Why is that eerie? Because I think we've been saying that for how long?
well, it's been a long time. But like my point is, I feel like maybe we should take like a Friday and go take everybody to like go do something and shut the store down on a Friday and like do some team building and
Okay, you
treat
plan
everybody.
it and then let everyone know.
so just be prepared. We're probably going to shut down for a Friday one of these upcoming days.
Do an in-service for our mental.
We're gonna
and
do a mental well-being in service for everybody in the shop.
We'll do some
probably in the next
mindfulness.
4 to 5 weeks. So with that in mind, the other thing that I want to mention, and I feel like this stuff isn't fun, and I've been talking about it a lot, but the if anybody's been paying attention,
Oh, Patrick, are you two going to talk
On-
about shipping?
no, if anybody's been paying attention, you guys will have noticed that as of this Monday, pricing changed. And I mean, it wasn't an insignificant pricing change. Almost across the board, prices went up across our entire line by roughly 15 to 20%. So all those price increases that we've been talking about, they just happened.
I remember when I bought my first cover stitch machine from Peter, and he quoted me a price, but then I didn't get it until like, I don't know, 6 months later. And then it was like $200 more, and I was so sad. And then he said that there was a price increase.
So, I
So
mean,
don't
like
be so
something,
sad.
something like the 10 needle, which was $20,000 on Sunday, became $24,000 on Monday. So these pricing increases are, they're not immaterial. Things like a Brilliant, which were $900 or $1,000. So, you know, I've been talking about it for like over a month, but we had a price increase on August 6th. And what ended up happening was we started paying higher prices, but the advertised and national special prices for the consumer did not change. We had another price increase on Monday, and that price increase was reflected in what the consumer was paying. We have more inventory in the store and have been carrying more inventory in the store to try to beat things like price increases, supply chain challenges, etc. So I can still wheel and deal, and there's always going to be a deal here. But I keep saying it, if you're interested in a machine, don't wait. So for those of you who paid attention, you guys saw those prices change on Monday. Like, we actually got an email about being compliant. So I had to reach out to our marketing gal to be like, you have to take all the old prices down on our website, put all the new prices on. So not like super fun to talk about, but something that you guys need to be aware of. And if you're in the market, come see us sooner than later, because it's you know, this stuff is real and it's happening and the prices are going up. I do have a Destiny in the store. So there is, I've got a very gently used, beautiful condition Kit 2 enabled Destiny. So fully upgraded Destiny 2 in the store. There's been some interest in that already. I've got some folks I've talked to about it. Nobody's bought it yet. First come, first serve. Call me if you're interested. I talked multi-needles yesterday, and it's funny, I got 3 or 4 phone calls throughout the day yesterday to talk multi-needles. The prices did go up on the 10 needle, but the 6 needle, I think, is also a very viable solution. And quite frankly, the pricing on the 6 needle is pretty good. So for those of you, I've got a number of customers, and most of you, I've mentioned it before, because we're servicing your machines once or twice or 3 times a year, just with the amount of, stitch count and the amount of traffic that your machine sees. If you're one of those prolific embroiderers, we should be talking multi-needles. And I think that 6 needle actually becomes a very viable option. And I actually told Jeannie, I bought 2 6 needles before they were even launched to buy them before the prices increased. So I've got 2 6 needles I can make kind of crazy deals on, but call me. Don't hesitate.
Yes. I mean, we're just going to be running ours. I bet Audrey was the cutest operator. Don't you think? She used to be an operator.
I bet she didn't take any bull.
With her little headset. She was so cute.
So, and then last but not least, I had somebody say to me, and then actually the guys this morning had mentioned to me, one of another store in town, which shall not be named, has been telling people that we are 6 to 8 weeks out.
What?
On sewing service, which if you guys watch the live streams, it's, you guys know it's not true. But because they're 4 weeks out on sewing service, we remain about 7 to 10 days out on sewing service, and we'll be doing what's necessary to remain 7 to 10 days out. And that's just letting you guys know.
If you're hearing something
else from somewhere else, pay attention to what we let you know about here, because we remain the only shop with 2 certified techs working full time, and we are the only shop putting out and actually fixing machines. Period. But actually fixing machines within a week and a half. And it feels like right now it's kind of the same story every day. Tuesdays are very busy. It kind of plans out over the course of the week. So we start the week a little behind. We finish the week about a week out. So that's just where things are and where things will be. If you're hearing something else, don't listen. I don't know if I really have much more to talk about. What do you have to talk about?
Okay, so our deal of the day today is going to be, it's a pre-order, and it's for a kit. And the kits will only be available at shops that are cutting them. But they are re-releasing a design from Kimberbell that they released, and I think it was a sewing-only pattern from 2011. And it is for this design. I can't show it to you because it just says coming soon. So I sent, where do you find your stitch count on the Solaris?
Page 7.
Page 7. Look there.
I'm pretty sure it's page 7.
Your Solaris will only show you the stitch count from the last time you had it serviced.
I don't think we've serviced Cheryl's. Okay. And that's actually a real service. Like if you did a half service, the hasty service, we're not resetting your stitch count. So it's listed either on page 7 or page 8, I think, and it'll say SCS, which is service stitch count. Service count stitches.
Can you imagine having to share the party line? Okay, so this is the design, and it was originally done as a quilt. So if you're doing the candy shop quilt, you can see this little witchy gal here on this one holding it up. Isn't it cute? They're not releasing it as a quilt. They're releasing it as a pillow. So I have the kits almost all cut. It's going to include the embellishments. So it'll have all the glitter. It'll have the pedal pulls. It'll have the pom-poms. So it's going to have all of that stuff. The only thing it's not going to include is the pillow insert and the stabilizer. So it's on the site. It's on a deal. It's $34.99. It's on the site at a deal of the day price of $29.99. And the finished pillow is going to be 21.5 inch by 21.5 inch, but it says to use the 18 by 18 pillow insert. I don't know. I haven't made it yet because the design is not available yet. When the design becomes available, you will not be able to purchase it through us. It is only through the vault. But if you go into our website and use the affiliate link, which is on our promo page at the bottom, and there's a link there to go to the vault. If you click that, we do get credit for that, and I appreciate.
And it totally helps us.
Yeah, I appreciate all of you that have done that. I get emails that say I don't even know where the money is because they don't.
They send us checks.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they send us checks.
You get it?
I get it.
I don't know where any of the. Patrick could squirrel it all away and I wouldn't know. But he would never do that with you, baby.
No. She at one point, she's like, but Patrick, if something ever happens to you, I don't know. And I'm like, Michael knows.
I don't know anything. I don't know what
He's
accounts
the
we have. I don't
executor
know.
of our wills,
I
so.
don't know passwords. I don't know anything.
You know how to get into my computer, and all the passwords are there.
Where? Where do I find them? I don't know.
Not sure you want to say
What if your computer? What if there's no computer to get into?
Can you sign into my Chrome? Yes. She's nowhere near as helpless as she seems.
I am completely helpless.
Depends upon the day.
Help me, Patrick. I'm helpless. That's how I feel. Where do you? Okay, so it is, and I wonder if you wanted to make it bigger, if you could blow up the designs. But again, this is what it is. So if you're wondering what it is, I just sent an email to my rep to ask her when it's going to be available because all it says is coming soon. And this design is great because all you need is a 5x7 hoop, so you don't have to have big old hoops to make this. It's going to be really cute, and it'll be a good complement to your other Kimberbell Halloween decor. It's probably, if you don't get it, you're going to walk into your house and go, my Halloween decor looks so good, but it's missing something. This is it. Just kidding with you. But anyways, that is going to be the deal of the day. I need you to order sooner than later because I'm planning on cutting 16 kits. And then if it's more than that, then I need to cut more. But what I have right now is enough for 16 and 16 only. But I will have more of them if we need them.
So, Technique Tuesday will go up at some point today.
Here's my phone.
Long story short, Jeannie got home late. I was working until almost 11 last night, and when it came down to it, I was like, in her world, that's an excuse. In my world, that's is it all one video?
No. There's two because something happened. I can't remember what it was, but something happened.
So am I gonna have to cut something out?
Yeah, I think I did. I did something wrong. I think because sometimes I get confused, and I don't know if.
Sometimes.
I get confused a lot. So something happened, but what I did in this video, it's freestanding lace, and I showed you how I put it all together, tips and tricks, and yes.
So it may be actually even like we have an appointment at 5:30, so we're guaranteed to go home at a reasonable hour tonight, and so I will get it done tonight.
Is the pre-order, Heather, for you? Yes. Annette, you too.
Well, I think is Annette saying she wants the candy corn pillow or the vault pillow or the
you're asking. Okay, is the pre-order for the OSD glow in the dark pumpkin? No, she's asking about the pumpkin.
Well, no, but Annette may not.
I don't. What do you want? You want one of what? What do you want? Tell me. You want it? I'll get it for you. Email me. I'm confused. Email me, and then I'll figure it out, ladies. I did get some more pre-cuts that I didn't know were coming. So if you still wanted to get I got one of the fat quarters, and then I did get some more of the layer cakes. So if you wanted the fabric and you don't want to get you don't want to buy yardage
for Miss Coleman.
No, oh my God, I forgot that. And ladies, if you what was I gonna say? If you ordered the lanterns, I walked around the store yesterday with those CDs, and then I put them down. And I literally spent like 45 minutes yesterday tearing the store apart looking for them. So I haven't fulfilled your order yet because I don't know where I put them, but I will find them today. Do you forgive me? Help me, please. I need help. Okay. That's it. Cheryl, you're right. I love it. It has that gorgeous, like, big old flange. Okay, Nuala, I'm going to hold this for you, and I'm going to make it not available online so nobody else gets it. All right. Do we have anything else to shop on?
Onward and upward. I'll go unlock the door. You can wrap things up. Ladies, thank you very much. We will talk to you later.
Yeah, I do have, if anyone else wanted the Happy Snowman kit, I ordered some more, but I do have this one in the store. And I do also have, and this is new, I didn't even put this in the system yet, but there is a full bundle too. So if you want the full bundle, which has all the stabilizer you need, the fusible woven, the kit, and it has the pattern in it, I have that as well. Another thing I'm going to have, but I only have 8 of them, and I think that's all I'm going to have, is, and I think... So email me. I think only because people have said they want it. I think there's at least 4 or 5 people, so I'm going to have to look at my list. But if you wanted Broomhilda's Bakery, and this is released, when was this released in? This is like old at this point. Is it like 3 or 4 years old? I know, can you believe I'm saying that that's old? I can't remember when it's 2018. It's so old. But I cut 8. There's substitutions in this. This kit is not the original because I can't get the candy corn fabric, or you know how they have their specialty fabric. They haven't re-released this. Maybe they will someday. But I have 8 kits. It's a lot of fabric. This one was a lot of fabric, and I found as much as I could of the original, but I just couldn't get all that specialty. So some of it is going to be from Hometown Halloween. So email me. You may or may not get it. Email me and let me know if that's something you want, because I have a list of people who had requested it like a year ago that I was like, I'm going to cut those kits. So I will have those for you. So I'm going to fill those first. But I can't remember who's on that list. It's at least 4 people. So maybe I might have a couple left. I might have 2 to 4 left over. I think that's it, ladies. I don't have any other exciting news. I will be trying to get back to everyone. I've been answering emails. If there's anyone I haven't gotten back to about something, please let me know. I try. Oh my God. Grunge. I don't know. I just got shipping, but I'm hoping it will be here. Can you show it again? The 2018. The 2018. This is called Broomhilda's Bakery. And I have the design books, and I have the embellishment kits. Those I can still get. But there are substitutions in this. I mean, the cut list was so long. I'm going to say maybe it was like 40 or 50 different different fabrics, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10 substitutions. I mean, there might have been more than that as far as the fabrics. It was a lot of different fabric. Look at Lisa saying that it's the best one ever. Don't message me in the comments here, because send me an email. You know my email. Email me and let me know, and I'll go in order of those. So Rolo, email me. But I'm going to try and put it in my mental checklist as well. And it is cute. It is really, really cute. And I should have those probably by the end of the week. I'm almost cut. There's just a couple more things I need to put in there. Was there any questions anyone had about classes coming up? I think we kind of went over that tomorrow. The class next week. So there is a Solaris and Luminaire class this morning for sewing. Hometown Halloween starts tomorrow. It's going to be on Facebook and YouTube. If you are not, you need to have joined the Sew Along group. So there's a A1 Vacuum and Sewing Sew Along group. That's where I'm going to be broadcasting from. Or you can just find us on our YouTube channel. I'm simulcasting, so I'm going to be doing both at the same time. Aventura sewing class tomorrow. Get to know your scan and cut. That's going to be on Friday. If you haven't picked up your kit for that, you need to come and get it. You're going to want it. It's going to be amazing. If you've already taken the Get to Know Your Scan and Cut, it's worth it to take this one. You're going to learn some new stuff. And then I have Serger 1 on Friday. So make sure, and if you're not sure if you need to pay for it, just sign up online. I know who got their machine here, and I will refund you if you've gotten your machine here, or you can shoot me a note. Rolo, it is the best Sew Along group ever. I'm thinking we need, oh, you know what? I have a perfect question for Friday. Let me write it down, because I'll lose it. Next week, if you haven't gotten your kit for Michelle's Dumbo class, the sewing one, you need to come pick it up. Serger 2 is going to be on Tuesday. If you have a machine that has IQ Designer or Design Center, and it's not the Solaris and it's not the Luminaire, then the 15th, that class is for you. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing this. And look at what I did, ladies, last night. I stayed here and I did the auto split quilt sashing. Another reason to get the Solaris and the Luminaire, because my machine did that all for me, and it probably took me this quilting right here. It was 17.5 inches. It probably took me 45 minutes. Maybe it took me less than that. I was jumping between two machines too. Isn't that cute? Auto split quilt sashing, and the machine did all of that. I just had to line up the start and the stop and put in my measurements. Don't you love that? We don't do that in the class because it's not long enough. What you're going to do is this part right here. We're going to assign the line properties, the fills. We're going to modify them. We're going to resize the butterfly. For those of you who have sent me emails, because a lot of people, they look at the image and the image is tiny. Don't worry about that. We're going to resize it. So I know you see the end product and you go, I don't think my image is right. Your image is right. So if you haven't taken this class yet, in the beginning we did the lady with the hat. We're not doing that anymore because this is, I feel like, more applicable to what you might do. Oh, I thought I clipped all my threads. I guess I didn't. So, just let me know. That's going to be, Destiny Dream Machine, Altair, Stellar, Meridian, XE1, XJ1. It's going to be all the machines with IQ Designer or Design Center, except for the Luminaire and Solaris. And Tanya, it's, I'm going to do the multi-needle too. So I'm going to drag that into the room and I'll have that machine available too. I think that's it. Crescendo class next week on the 16th. That's it, ladies. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow's Thursday. And make something awesome. We'll see you later. Bye.